Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Penn State's offense will get the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quick completion on the out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Dinkins. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now on the option. Quick toss. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Northwestern's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive point.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent,
it's a running room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's loose. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Stone. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. He'll pull it on the read. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Using his legs, it's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Wants to throw. It's Stone. Get it out on the screen. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. And now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. Snatches it on the run. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Nittany Lions are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Aller. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Leaves it with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Aller. Looking deep. he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. Nice pickup. Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Touchdown, Penn State! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw it, Stone. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. The give from the gun.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You're expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trench.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury. Last play, and we'll take a... Check him out. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Snags it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the pummeling has started.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the move, it's Porter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Stone. Sets up the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Pulls and fires complete. The Wildcats get it past the sticks.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
The inside handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. What the hell just happened?
He'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. And the Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Got enough for the first down. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Powell turning on the Jets. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks.